Activities, device, it's broken again, for heaven's sake. And now you should be able to hear me. There we go. Let's turn that down a little bit because that's super loud. That looks okay. Yeah, all right then. Hello. I should really sort that out before I start the stream. Also, when the stream intro thing is running, I should put it onto the intro page and not be sitting there in the corner. Fortunately, not doing anything super embarrassing because that would be bad. So yeah, okay. Hello, another TV viewer and Bert. Thanks for dropping in. To this evening, I am going to work on my image upload page for Overblaze. So the idea is that on the dashboard page for this, let me just shrink myself down there. On the dashboard page for this, the image upload will actually take you to a standalone page, and you'll be able to choose an image off your machine and then put in the sort of size and width and all this sort of stuff for it. So I'm going to just crack on with that. So I'm going to go to here and add a new Blazor component, and it's going to be a page, and I'm going to call it add image. That's a good name. And then on my dashboard here, where I've got this button, I'm going to change this so it's going to be a now Blazor navigation links. Blazor anchor. Anchor navigation in a Blazor application. ASP.NET Core Blazor routing, creating anchor links in Blazor applications. So the anchor link component is built up of the anchor link. Is this, oh no, you need to create your own. I'm not doing that. So we're just going to do a href equals slash add image. Upload new image like so. And then in here we can put class equals btn dash primary like so. And then that will take me to the add image page. So let's run this. Excellent. So upload new image takes me to the add image page like that. That's what I want. Okay. So add image Razor. So I already have my image upload over here, which had this form. So I'm going to grab this. No, wait, first of all, we're going to grab those and just stick those in here. And then we're going to go back to here and we're going to grab the form. and take that back to here. And then we had that on input file change. So I'm going to grab that from there and stick this into my code here. Oh, why do these things keep popping up? Block. Block. Just... I don't want to reply, why can't I delete this from the band? Go away, nobody likes you. There we go, banned. I figured it out. Right, so yeah, what wants to happen in here basically is if I go to image upload and we'll just bring in this handler for it as well. Don't need the modal instance, and then image upload here had inject for the image store like this. So that gets me my image store down there. Right. That field can be made read-only, but I don't want it to be read-only because it feels weird and wrong. Okay, so we're going to have our form here, and we're going to have our file input thing here that's got an on change, and then I think I'm just going to have a CSS field here, and let's go over to here and we'll do prop string CSS, because this will make life much easier. All right, let's go back to upload. I'll leave those in for now so it doesn't just stop building, so it actually works. So yeah, the idea is to, on this page, have the input thing and then the CSS here, which is going to bind to input model.css, and then we can get shot of all of these, and we can add class equals btn dash success, like so, and run this up, upload a new image, and we've got choose file, no file chosen, CSS is going to be this. So let's choose file, and we're going to go to this PCD, Twitch, images, boom. So now what I want to happen is I want these to go narrowly across the top of the page, and I want this to fill as much of it as possible, and I want the submit button to be there, and then underneath there's going to be a div that shows the size of the page. So let's bring up the thing here. Actually, you know what? Let's go to my shared and main layout, and I'm going to get rid of sidebar there, like that. And then Let's stop this running. Hopefully soon I'll be able to switch to .NET 6. I'm going to do some experimenting with it off stream because I don't want to blow everything up, but I can switch to .NET 6 and then use the new .NET Watch in that does kind of instant reload and stuff, which is going to be super cool. So I want to go back to my add image page here, and let's close other tabs just to make life a bit easier. And hey Eagle, how you doing? Thanks for stopping in. I haven't got round to watching the Eagle sent me a link on Twitter earlier on to a video with Scott Hanselman, who was using PowerPoint and green screening to do some insanely clever things. And it raises the possibility of turning this into a Blazor desktop application, which could still work on Mac and Linux. I believe Blazor Desktop, the plan with Maui is to support it in all of those things. And so on Linux, it'll use a GTK or Qt web view. And on Mac, it uses the built-in web view on that. And on Windows, it just uses WebView 2. And yeah, basically build a Blazor application, probably Blazor server, and just run it inside a web view on multiple desktops. So I might be looking at that in the future, but for now, Bootstrap form horizontal. Inline forms. So use the form inline class to display a series of labels, form controls, and buttons on a single horizontal row. Controls a display flex. Was that Bootstrap 4 I was looking at there? I don't know what version of Bootstrap I've got in here. Bootstrap. I've got 4.3.1 in here, so I'm going to stick with that for the time being. So if we change this to class equals form dash inline and run that, yeah, there we go. Now, how would I go about making these the right size? Well, for a start, I don't think this needs a label. No, I can't do the refresh thing. Let's run this again. Upload new image. So let's dock this at the bottom and select this, close the console, no, that doesn't do anything at all. But So we've got a body with a bunch of comments in it, and then a page, and then a main, and then a content. So if I put a div.row in here, and then a col-2, and then a div class equals col-1, and put my submit button inside there, like that. And then we'll make this col- like so. Let's try running that, see what that does. Watch me faff with CSS because I don't know what I'm doing. Nope, that's done precisely nothing. So, so that's col-4, that's col-7, and that's col-1. Content, form inline, row. Why is that not full width? Edit as HTML. Go into their options and hide HTML comments. Hide HTML. Oh, there we go. Don't do that. Excellent, good stuff. So yeah, this div class row, maybe I need to put a container around it. Div.container. Okay, that looks better. Dash fluid, that always used to work. There we go, this is looking much better. And then this is going to be col-3, and this is going to be col-8. And now I want this to be the full width of the thing. Bootstrap, layout, form groups. let's do that. Like that. And make this 3 and this 8 and this fluid so it fills up the whole thing. Yeah, no, I'm gonna muck about with .NET 6 and the .NET Watch and see how that works very, very soon. Okay, so this here oh, do I have to put class equals form control on to my thing here? Hang on, let's drag this over here and then close tabs to the right. And then F12 and open you up and put form control. You may also swap .row for .form row. Ooh, let's try that. Form dash row. Sizing form controls. Form control LG. Read only plain text. Checkboxes and radios. Inline. Without labels. Display block and width 100% to almost all our form controls. Maybe if I just take off the form inline thing here. Oh, there we go. And then edit as HTML. What happens? Nope. See, weird things have happened now. Okay, let's go back to here. So we're going to keep that. We're going to change this to form dash row. And we're going to change the class here to form. And then we're going to try putting a non-breaking space in here, and then we'll run this and see what that does. No, see, that's if I add label class equals form dash control and input class equals form dash control. Do I have to put the CSS label in somewhere else anyway? Or maybe I could just not do that and just do placeholder equals CSS. Class equals form control. Class equals form dash control dash file. See if that makes that look a bit nicer. There we go, close enough. This will do for now. So when choose file happens, I want a div underneath this that's going to be 16:9, which is the ratio of the screen that you're streaming on. And I'm going to display the image is going to be displayed down here in that box with a border. And then putting CSS in here and using relative CSS, you'll be able to muck about with it and do interesting and useful things with it. So, and decide where it's going to be appearing. So here, we are going to have a div class equals image preview container, and then add. How do I add a CSS? You can't see this, but I've got a menu here. And what I want to do, because this, so here is a custom CSS page. And so here I'm going to add a style sheet and call it add image.razor.css, and then that appears. So this is now CSS that is exclusive to this page. This is contained just for this one here. So image preview container. So I'm put dot image preview container border style equals solid, and border width is going to be 1 px, and border color is going to be dark what I really want is light black. Let's just do that one there. And then its height and width I want to be 16 by 9. So CodePen. This is a fun thing for trying out. So start coding. So this is going to be what we have in here. So we're going to have div class equals x, and then in here we'll say dot x is going to be border dash style solid, border dash thickness 1px. Seems to default to black for that. So then we're going to have height is going to be 16.9. So let's try 9 vmin, and width is going to be 16 vmin. Okay, so if I make that 90 vmin, that goes to there, and if I make that 160 vmin, it goes to there. Yeah, that seems pretty reasonable. So we go, height is going to be 90 vmin, and width is going to be 160 vmin, and margin left is going to be auto, and margin right is going to be auto. So that should center it. Like that. Let's run that up, see what that does. Okay, that's not bad. Let's just maybe make that a little bit smaller. So elements. So 90 and 60, 90, 160. 90 divided by 160. 560. Common denominators that are fairly small. 90, 160. Common denominator. Oh, I know, 80 times 1.6 is 128. Is that right? No, that's not what I want. Ah. So 160, let's use the actual calculator. 160 I'm just going to leave that like that for the time being because it's doing my head in. And then we're going to have image. And SRC is just going to be nothing at all. And then we need item ref equals so how does that work? Overlay here. What's that Blazor thing with item references? Blazor reference to component. When we require a reference, so it's at ref, because Blazor's all about the ats. So we've got our image here. Right, so here we've got our on input file change, and what I want is to grab the image and turn it into base64, and then set the SRC on it to this base64 thing here. So underscore file dot open read stream using var stream equals file dot open read stream. Stream dot using var reader equals new stream reader stream, and then reader dot read to end async. How can I just get the whole thing into using var memory equals new memory stream, and then we can just await stream dot copy to async memory like that. And then we can put a byte array here, and then say bytes equals memory.toArray. Going to set a breakpoint on there, and we'll do this. Upload new image, choose file, boom, and then bytes is an enormous great thing there, which is fantastic. That's exactly what I wanted. And now I need to figure out how to do, you can go away, and image base64. Stack Overflow to the rescue. So we put this at the start. And then that goes in there like that. So then we can say var src equals $. Data colon image slash PNG base 64 comma plus convert.to base 64 string bytes, like that. And then we are going to, so our image reference is here. So underscore image dot so what can I do with my element reference here? Can I do funky things to it? Blazor element reference. The docs for Blazor are so far down the capture references to elements. Only use an element reference to mutate the contents of an empty element that doesn't interact with Blazor. Element reference. Element reference context. Web element reference context. Actually, I don't need to do any of that. What I can do here is I can have a private string underscore image src. And then up here, this can just become image src like this. And let's just private string image style. Style equals underscore image style. So then down here, this can just become image src like this. We're getting there. And then this dot state has changed. So yeah, we just say state has changed, which tells Blender that it needs to re-render the page because I've done stuff. Let's go back to here and do this. And then we'll go bang to here and choose a file and boom.py. Hey! I can't believe that worked, but it did. And you know what? I find myself saying that an awful lot with Blazor. Stuff just works. It really does. So, what I'm going to do here is this image style, I'm going to bind this to image style like this, and then we're going to say style equals width colon 50%, like that. Upload a new image. Come on. Do your thing. Boom. See, now I can just do this, and I can say margin dash left colon auto and margin dash right colon auto and position colon relative. Let's see if we can figure out how to do this. Okay, that was definitely wrong. That looks kind of... Okay, so you can go away, and then we'll just set this to 20%. Let's just refresh this. Upload this file here. Margin dash left is going to be 20%, like that. I mean, if you make it 25%, then that basically centers the thing. Like that. And then we can say bottom 0. See, this is the thing I need. How do you do absolute relative to CSS absolute relative to parent? I'm not the only one asking. Right, so if this is relative, so make that relative and make this absolute. That works. There we go. Fantastic. So now that will appear at the bottom there. So let's go back to here. And we're going to just add class equals image preview, like so. And then this is going to be position absolute, and then dot image preview. Yes, I love CSS. No, this is going to be position relative. And then this is going to be position absolute. here, I can choose boom, and I can do it with 40%, and margin left can be, so 40 leaves 60, so that'll be 30%, and bottom can be 0, and that does pretty much exactly what I want it to do. Awesome, awesome. And then I just need to handle the submit, which is yay. So submit. Let's go back up to here. File.content type. So in here, I can change this to file.content type, and that should work as well. CSS centering and naming things. Yeah. Yes. Yeah, if anyone can think of a better name for this thing than Overblaze, then please suggest it. I will have to look at display grid and check into that. So let's go over to here. And when we click this and do that and do that, and then get image and image model here, is that. All right, well, let's just do this for a second. So add image.razor, sizing relative to viewport, so it's not dependent on the resolution you're running. So yeah, the VH and W. The thing is, here's the thing. On here, this is a 16:9 ratio window, the exact size of which I will figure out at some point and make things better. What I might do is change it to a sort of layout here and then have a 16:9 over here and see what that does. And then the CSS will just be a text box and can deal with that separately. But yeah, if I used VH up here, then it would be relative to the entire thing. And I don't want it to be relative to the entire thing. And viewport is the viewport. So the only way to make a viewport part of a thing that's smaller than the browser viewport, because currently the viewport goes from here over to here, because it's very clever and it knows about the scroll bar, is to put in an iframe, and then you're dealing with trying to dynamically update content in an iframe. So, you know, doing it as a percentage and then just making sure that the div that images are displayed in on the overlay page is set to 100 VH and 100 VW. Is basically the best approach. So yeah, let's set a breakpoint on here and we'll go like this. And then we go to here and we do boom.png, and then we're going to go over to here and say margin dash left is going to be 25%, and bottom is going to be 0, and that does that. And then we click submit, and that triggers this breakpoint here. File.content type is PNG. Image upload model no stop. So we're going to back to here and say underscore image upload image model dot CSS equals underscore image style, like that. And then we're going to do this, and then that is going to save this image into the place where images go. So let's set a breakpoint on here. Choose file, boom. Width is 50%. Margin left is going to be 25%. And bottom is going to be 0. Needs to be a way to make that update. I'm sure there is a binding that says on changed rather than on lose focus. And then we're going to submit here. And this is going to go bang. Base directory model.name. Oh, I need the name for it. Yes, I do. Oh, arg. This is not fun. Right. So, div.container fluid, and then we're going to have div.row and div.col-4. And then my edit form is going to go inside there. And then this is not going to do this. This is going to do this, and then we're going to have an input text area. Right. And then after this div, we're going to have a div.col-8, which is going to take up the rest of the screen. And my image preview container is going to go in there. So now it's going to be side by side. And then we can have a div class equals form group and a label name and input text at bind-value equals underscore upload image model dot name, like so. Let's just jump back over to here and we go to Blazor form binding. Blazor data binding. Bind theory, bind event equals on input. Bind colon event equals on input. Okie dokie doos. Upload new image. Ooh. See browser dev tools for details. Console. Bind colon event is not a valid attribute name, but I copied it from the docs. Why would that not work? Blazor input text area. Bind dash value. So input text area. Value changed gets or sets a callback that updates the bound value. Current value is do. Value. Value changed. Property gets or sets a callback that updates to do. Thingamy bob doodah, what's it? Value changed equals do something there. Okay, so if we now bind this CSS value changed and use Razor to do this. And that can go down here. And we can just set a breakpoint on it. And let's try running this. The component parameter value changed is used 2 or more times for this component. No, it isn't. What are you talking about? Fine, I'm just going to take it out. Right, upload a new image. Choose a file, boom. And so this div image preview container so I'm going to try making this 45 and 80. Yeah, close enough. $45 is half of 90. Halfway between that would be 67.5. Uh, 25% and bottom :0 like that, and name is going to be boom, and then we can submit this, and now we hit our breakpoint, and that does this, and so now my directory is going to be that, and file name is going to be image.png, and that is going to be that. Model has got boom and CSS in it, like that. And then really that should navigate back to the dashboard once it's finished there. Let's go back to here and go to dashboard. Excellent. So now we can figure out why my image store is not actually showing image store. Get image names. Refresh. Do this. Bang, 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 bang. Step out of here because that's doing something. Why are bad things happening? Cancel. Yeah, I don't want to. So that's doing that, that's doing that. And this is not finding. Oh no. Yay, we have buttons for images. Excellent, excellent, excellent. And so if I now refresh this and we show it and we do Perry on here, or boom, no, that's not working. Localhost /images/boom gets me that. /overlay like so, and then if I click boom, it does not display over here, but let's just take a look. Body, Blazor error UI, no, nothing in there at all. Okay, good, good, good. And disable that from there like that. Right. So first thing, dashboard.razor, and we are going to set a style on here, which is going to be class equals btn dash outline secondary. Okay. So we're going to await control bus dot add async new toggle image, and path is going to be image name. And then in our overlay over here, we've got our toggle image here. So we're going to inject image store into here. At inject image store, image store. Style equals image.style. So let's do the hard work over here actually. So we're going to say image store dot get image name. Await that, because awaiting things is good. And then we're going to say if image is null, return, because we don't want to do anything there. And then otherwise we're going to say style equals image dot style. And then here we want to say this is going, we can get rid of all of this string builder nonsense because we don't care about this anymore, because we've just said enter some CSS and we'll worry about that later. So name, image file, and model.css. And then we're just going to go and hunt around. So %appdata %, and then we're going to go into, no, we want local, overlays, images, boom. Actually, let's just open this up in code. So boom info.json looks like this, and Perry info.json looks like this. And we're just going to grab this out of here like this. And put it there. And we can just change that like that. Brilliant. Okay. No, hang on. Because I don't want Perry to display in quite the same way. So Perry is going to be width 25% and margin left is going to be make it 30%, and that can then be 35%, and margin top can be bam, 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 bam. %20. Okay. So now let's jump back to here. And my dashboard here is going to say do this image store.getImage. Let's just boot it up, see how it goes. So there's my dashboard. I'm going to turn this back on the overlay. Perry! Boom! I am super happy. I have made things happen. So now I just need to figure out how to make that line up properly in my overlay page. So let's jump back out of here, turn the overlay off, shut this down, leave that site there, stop this running. So overlay.razor, we're going to add a style sheet and call it overlay.razor.css. And then we're going to put a .main, which is going to be, that boom should align to the bottom of the screen to match the image. Yes, it should. And this is going to be CSS on the overlay that does this. So main, what we're going to say, body is going to be width colon 100 VW, and height is going to be 100 VH. And then in here, OB image, and then in here we're going to say dot OB image position absolute. So now all the images are going to do that, and the overlay is going to do that, and the body, and they should be relative to the body. And so we can go bang, and boom, and that was not a happy noise. Oh no, it's because I haven't. So refresh this, do this, go back to here, go boom, and there we go. It is aligned properly and it's in the right place, and I can do that, and then I can make it go away again as well. Hooray! Now, last thing here, or a couple more things. We've just changed the way that we are displaying pages. So dashboard.razor now has the canonical way to do this. So control bus.add async. It actually makes more sense to do this in the overlay. Because then I won't have to do it in so many other places. So we've got name, file path, and style. So that's just going to be image.name. Like so. And then toggle image here. I'm going to rename this to name. And we can stop this running and get rid of that. So then overlay.razor, look for an image which has already got that name. Otherwise, we're going to say image store.get image, image.name. Rename that to toggle. Var image equals await that if image is null, return, otherwise underscore images dot add image. And then in dashboard.razor we just need to, we can take this out and this out and this out. And we can get rid of this method because I don't need that anymore, and we can get rid of that method because we don't need that anymore, because we're all good. And then up here we can say div.row, and then inside here we can say div.col dash 1 . I'm going to make this btn-lg as well. Toggle image does not contain a definition for style. So this we'll try get value image. Hey David, how's it going? We're just going to say it's going to be all right. Like that. And then the last place is in the Twitch bot. And the Twitch bot is going to say, if the thing you put in there is an image, then toggle image is going to be image.name. Like so. And we can get rid of the hard-coded Perry stuff. And then we can hit this. And then I can hit boom here. Hang on, let's just refresh this and show it. And then I can boom, and I can boom, and I can Perry, and I can Perry. And we should be able to do this in the chat. And I can turn it off. It's all working. It is all working. And I'm very, very happy. And this is funky and cool. You guys can play with the chat. Need a list image command for chat. Yes, we do. Let's do that as the last thing that we do. So let's turn this off again, and then we'll turn this off again. And then would it be weird, like just for my channel, should commands always start with bangs, or could I legitimately go, you could have a question mark command if you wanted to ask a question? Or would that just be too weird and I should just stick with bangs? Let's just stick with bangs. So, if command dot equals images, var images equals underscore image store dot get image names dot to array. Var message equals string dot join dot select s to $bang s join var text equals comma images, and then that can go in here like this, and then you need to send me a PR. And then we can say underscore client dot send message Mark Rendell, comma message. All right, let's see if this works. These image commands are available S and S. No, I need to check in on Layla next time she's streaming and see what she's up to, because she's doing something interesting. Oh, that would explain why that's S then. So I can do S like that, and then run this again. let's do this like this. Yay! So we can go boom. Oh, the overlay's not switched on. Give me a sec. So we can go boom. Yay! And get rid of boom. Right, that's pretty cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Right, that will do for tonight's stream. Perry. So on Thursday, I am going to add audio into this. So we're going to do the same thing, create an upload page for it, but we're going to put audio stuff in, and you'll be able to trigger sounds that play over the top of the application. And I found the thing. So this is the Overblaze overlay here. And if you say control audio via OBS, then that plays the web page, the browser's audio comes through OBS, and it's not part of desktop audio. So that should mean the audio gets played through the, so that you can hear it as part of the stream. And then there will be the option to, when you upload an image, it will automatically play the audio. Yes, it will annoy me eventually. The thing that will really, so if you guys haven't already, if you join my Discord server, evening Carl, how's it going? My dashboard. Cool to do. Right, so yeah, timers and Discord, and right, so there is a Discord here. And you can join that, and then there's an images channel in there, and if you post images in the image channel, then I will potentially, as long as they're not of like horrible things, add them to my copy of Overblaze, and it gets super interactive. So I think Thursday is going to be audio, and we'll do audio stuff. Tuesday next week there will be no stream because, well, I will be streaming, but I will be streaming on Microsoft's Channel 8. They've got a live Visual Studio thing, and I'm going to be doing a whole thing about upgrading WCF to gRPC, which is very exciting. But he said I could talk about Cocoon a little bit, so that would be fun. And I think you said it was Channel 8. I honestly, Microsoft Channel 8. I swear, Microsoft is readying Channel 8. Is that an April? No, that's not. Ooh, that's from a long time ago. Okay, so it is Channel 9. I don't know why. But yes, it's the sort of Visual Studio Tips thing, their stream that they do. So that'll be at 7:30 UK time next week, which is 11:30 Pacific time and all that sort of stuff. Oh, for goodness sake. Ban. Ban. I do need some mods. Who wants to be a mod? I'm going to assign some mods. David and Eagle are up for that if they want mod permissions on the stream, so that you can ban people and stuff. Yeah, all right. I will add dpen 2000 as a mod, so that people can just take care of spam things and all this sort of other stuff. So yeah, Thursday audio, and potentially, if there's time, combining audio and clips. Tuesday next week, no stream because Microsoft Channel 9 thing. Thursday next week, CSS animations, I think. Because I think it would be super cool to be able to make the images kind of fade in and out, or just go across the page, and all that sort of stuff. And also something that makes an image fade out automatically after a few seconds if it decides, if people just decide to throw stuff up, so I'm not constantly... Oh, and maybe a button that I can put on my Stream Deck that just says wipe, which will wipe the overlay and remove everything that's on it. Okay, so Eagle and David, I'm going to set you up as mods for the next stream, which will be on Thursday, 7 o'clock UK time, which is 6 p.m. UTC, which is whatever it is where you live. So I will see you then. Other than that, just get out there, build stuff, look after yourselves. Oh, and I'm getting vaccinated on Friday as well, so that'll be fun. First shot of the vaccine, because I'm just... They've finally gone, all right, just regular old people now. So yes. So I will see you on Thursday, when I will be all excited about my vaccine, and we will do interesting stuff. All right. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Much appreciated as always, and I will see you on Thursday evening. Cheers, guys. Bye.